Okay, I guess I am recording. Well, the elderberries are coming on strong. Getting some good berries filling out on this. Birds are already getting some of them, but that's expected. But this bush is just loaded with them. And then over here is where I took the tarp off of this grassed area, and I heavily seeded this with the hemp seed, sun hemp. That's what I used on this. And then over here, of course, I got the bird feeder, and this is filled with sunflower seeds. And I think this is sunflowers coming up here, but the insects are just going wild on this here, chewing this up. And as long as they stay on this here and stay away from my Malabar spinach, which it looks like they're doing, there is no insect damage at all that I can see on the Malabar spinach. Maybe a little bit of chewing right here and a little bit of chewing there, but other than that, we're looking in pretty good shape. And then we got these here squash. It is just going wild. This is the Tromboncino squash. And here again, the bugs are going crazy on whatever plant this is. And I'm just going to leave it there for the bugs to have, as long as they stay away from the squash, which I don't see any damage at all from insects on any of the squash leaves. And then we come over what's behind me here to the main garden. And I got some volunteer tomato plants coming up here. I'm not sure what variety they are. And another tomato plant coming up over in there. And sunflowers coming up like crazy all over the place. Volunteers, of course. I never planted them. The birds are the ones that planted them. But over here we got, oh my gosh, we've got cucumbers galore. There's I can't see the screen here, so I'll have to walk in there to kind of get a close-up of them here. Oh, here's a rutabaga plant coming up that survived the rabbit attack. But here we've got cucumbers, young ones. This one needs to be harvested. Another one back in there. Some more down in there that need harvesting. Let's see, let's go around the other side here. And we've got another one here that's going crazy on me. It'll mature. I think, yeah, I showed those from the other side. Here's one hanging in the sunflowers that's not quite mature yet. It'll be ready tomorrow probably. And then, of course, I've got the jalapeno peppers growing here. This is just loaded with peppers down in here. Whoops. One just fell off. So that'll be part of my lunch. And we got more sunflowers coming up on this side. And then more tromboncino squash. We've got little ones like this. Some with, oh, this one just dropped the flower off the end of it. We got some that are developing here. Some larger. It's a little bit larger. And then we get even larger. And then here's one. I believe this is the largest one so far. I estimate this one is, I'd guessed, pretty close to 24 inches long. And this is still just right for picking, if you want to pick it right now and treat it like a summer squash. Oh, they're so good. They are delicious. Or I can just let it mature and treat it like a winter squash. I got more coming in here. Oh, there's a tomato plant in here somewhere that I'd planted. Oh, here it is. Over in here. Yeah. It's got tomatoes on it. They're kind of hard to find. Well, you're going to have to, oh, there's a few of them there. A small cluster of them. They're nowhere near ready for picking yet. So, but they will be eventually. And of course more sunflowers. Sunflowers, sunflowers, sunflowers. I mean, that is beautiful. That is downright gorgeous. And let's see if I can get through this maze here. Got more tromboncino squash coming on here. And there's another tomato plant down in here. I think this is San Marzano. Because I know I had a couple of San Marzano tomato plants that survived the transplant. There's another. This one here is another San Marzano. But if I get something off them, great. If I don't, well, I tried. And then we come to the kale, where the bugs have just about destroyed everything on here right now. I've got a wasp right here that is feeding on one of the bugs that's been chewing on this. I've been finding Asian beetles, some other beetles, and some worms, all kinds of bugs attacking this stuff here. And then I got, let's see, I harvested my first batch of potatoes. When was that? 4th of July weekend. And I planted more potatoes right after I harvested them. And those are starting to come up now good. They're coming along pretty good. There's some of them that haven't popped through the ground yet, but there's one right there that's coming along. But they're starting to come along good. Yes, I know I got a lot of weeds to kill in here, but anyhow, that's about it for the garden. Still got my small sawdust pile out here. I got to get some more sawdust. But anyhow, oh, and then the beets. I've been trying to thin out these beets, but my gosh, they're huge. And I got a lot of work to do on these beets, that's for sure. So I got to start harvesting these things and getting them preserved. So, and then I can hopefully get something else planted in here. So anyhow, I know I've bored you enough. So we'll catch you later.